been going crazy buying tools again. Well, one is a replacement and one is just a purchase. I keep saying you need the right tool for the right job, and I am a massive believer in that, and I do stand by what I say. Little contradictory issue is I like buying the tools, but I don't like spending the money. I bet a lot of people are like that. But once you bought them and you use them, just using them once, and you just say to yourself, that was well worth doing. And I know for a fact that's how I'm going to feel, because the one I've replaced I do use a lot. That's why it needs replacing. It still works, but you can't have anything that's temperamental. A lot of my tools are getting temperamental now. They're, a couple of years old, they need replacing again. It's going to cost a fortune to replace them all, so we'll do it a bit at a time. So I'll show you what I've got now. They're invaluable tools. As I say, one of them is a replacement, but the other one is, you've seen me on a previous video pruning a tree, and I needed to cut a branch that was quite far away. I didn't want to get me big long pole saw out with an engine and everything that's heavy and awkward for just one small branch. So I have actually got a hand silky saw, and if you saw the video you'll know what I mean. I tied it to the pole of the cutter that I'm replacing, and I used it and it worked fine, but I did say I'm going to get myself a designated proper saw to do the job. And I've wanted one for years, to be honest with you, but I've always tied a bow saw or a whatever they're called, like the saber saw, to a stick, a branch, not a branch, a pole, and got by that way. Professional now, so done all that in the past. I'll show you what I've got. I'll show you my original one that I've had for years and found no fault with it, but as I say, it's a bit worn out now. And it is, I've got no room here. This is the Fiskars long reach loppers. This opening here should be wider than that. This chain should pull up to here. The nut, it should go further up. So when they close like that and that chain goes up, it should go up more, so this opening should be open. I've had this apart and it was just like a nightmare trying to get it back together again. So when I eventually got it back together again, and this wasn't perfect, I wasn't taking it apart again. It's got a lock on it, which is a good idea. This rotates, so it sort of articulates, which is great, and you do need it. It's amazing because branches grow up, or 9 out of 10 times to grow up, and you want to cut them. And if that's like that, you can't quite get in because it's pointing up in the air. So obviously it's just great, and then it can lock in place. Great feature. Extending, you lock, open this. Now, as I say, because it needs replacing, over the years in that, a branch has fell and it's bent this when it's been on its maximum out. I'm struggling to get it out. It really is a pain. It's been bent and then straightened, and it's not quite right. So that I can't do with it. It just tires me out even opening it up all the time. And then you'll close it to do another branch, and you'll open it up. And also a downside is the string to pull the cutter, whatever it is, not string, but the cable is on the outside. And because it's if you got a brand new one, it might not happen, but because this one isn't new, it's sort of gone a bit look. See, I can't get it back in. Help if I took the lock off. Right. It's sort of a bit baggy in places sometimes, and I'll be using it and that'll be hanging a little bit. It just needs replacing. The other thing is, at the far end, if you reach up and you can't quite grasp this one to pull it down, it's out of your reach, then you've got this end comes off and that pulls. So that does that job for you. But see, it doesn't spring back. See, it's not springing back, so you've got to sort of just help it along its way. Okay, it's not the end of the world, but it is when you're tired and you're doing a job and you need to do it quick. So basically it still works. I was using it on a job the other day. I think it might be on a video. That's if I've put the video out yet, I don't know, but it works. and it's okay, but while I was using it I was saying to myself, it needs replacing. I've replaced it with the Gardena. I haven't even opened it yet, so it looks handy, it looks great. Couple of things. One negative thing that I've seen already, it might be fine, I'm just a bit worried about it, is the head articulates the same, but there's nothing to lock it. So it just, I mean, I can see if you move that all the time, sorry, that's just going to be worn out, especially if it's plastic. It does say 25-year guarantee, whatever, but we'll see. There's a blue thing here and there isn't one on that side, so I don't know if that's some kind of button to press or anything, but I can't see it moving, can't see it doing anything. I think it just moves, and if that stays like that, then that's fine. Another good thing it's got, which I don't understand, is it's got this that pulls out as a hook or hook, depending on where you're from. You've cut the branch, it gets stuck, and then you pull that out, and then you can pull the branch down. That's great, but this can also slide up and down as well, and I don't understand why. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me. My brain, I work things out. If I don't know something, I'll go, right, why, what's that for, what? And I've exhausted me thinking. I don't know why that moves, because this moves, and that's so easy compared to that one. But then again, that one was like this when I got it. So okay, this is open. It's open. It's right up in the air. But you only want to reach, say, there with the hook. What's the point in pulling that down like to there? By the time you've done that and locked that there to pull in, that's going to be in your way of anything. And also you might as well have just left that at the top and reduced the hole. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I can't work that out. I don't know, it might be great. I might, when I find out why that moves, I might be very impressed and think, do you know what, we should have thought of that. But I don't know why it moves. To me it sounds stupid, but if you know, or you can even think, let me know. But I'd just keep it where it is there, keep it there, and then, you know, if you want to reach something and this is too long, lower the whole thing down. So that can go pretty tall, as you can see. I mean, you can't see the other end, but trust me, that's as high as the house. Also, it's got an end on, which is the same. It can pull, and that springs back. Look at that. I mean, the other one's a ball, and it was quite comfortable, but I think this one would be better, especially if it's a real toughy branch. I think grabbing a T would be better. So, and this all springs back. No cable on the outside, so I'm quite happy with it. So I haven't took the packaging off yet, so let's take the packaging off it, and let's see how it fares. Okay. On the other end, we'll just lower this down. Okay. Okay, so what have we got? I think I've found something else to complain about already. On the packaging, it looks to me like it's got 30, well, it doesn't look like it is. There, it's got 32 millimeters of, you know, diameter, so yeah, not circumference, diameter, that it can cut. So that means the opening there can obviously do 32. So if we take the calipers, I know it sounds pedantic, but you know, if they say 32, I want it to be 32. $30. 2 mil is nothing, but it shouldn't say 32 if it's not 32, should it? No, that's the widest part. So it's 30 mil. Now, when these other ones were new, they were probably 30 mil. I don't know, or thereabouts. but they are now, and this makes a massive difference. I mean, here's the widest part. $20mm. Well, it's not so much a worry about cutting something up to 30mm or 32mm. It's when you're up the tree, sorry, when this is going up the tree and you're trying to find the branch. If you've only got that, even if you're cutting a branch of 10mm, you still want something that's 30mm to go over it, that goes over it easy. This is hard to find a branch. So also when I'm up in the air like that and I know the branch I want to cut, I'm sort of like that, trying to get the branch, because the opening isn't big enough. It really is frustrating. It works. I might even put it on eBay, but I'll explain everything. I'll say it doesn't open as well, it's, you know, it's sticking. But you know what, if someone bought it for like a tenner, they're £100, this was £100 to buy, and this was 100 when I bought it. So, you know, if someone wanted to buy it for say 15 quid or something like that, it works. I've been using it, but I've just had enough of it now. Right, so that's basically it really. What I'll do, I don't want to cut anything off this tree, but I might just cut a little branch just to see if it, you know, see what it feels like, see what it works like. The other thing I've bought, that's a replacement, is At Last My, and again, Gardenia. Now, there might be hundreds of you, thousands of you who are aware of this. I didn't know it. I've known Gardenia for years. They do make some good quality stuff, by the way. I didn't know they were Husqvarna. So yeah, Husqvarna. It's got Husqvarna on the label. New to me. So this is, as I say, an extending pole. And on my last video about hoes, I did mention I like, you know, a hoe with all in one body and one fork and one, instead of like the Wolf Garden. I know there's other makes, things that clip in. Nothing wrong with them. I just don't use them. I just don't fancy them, but I know they're good, and I know plenty of people love them. But I've contradicted myself, because this actual one isn't a designated one. It's one of them click in, and but I've bought the blade for it, and I'm quite happy with it because it's got a great big hook on the end of it. So when you have cut anything, you can drag things down, and that was another issue. I know that's got a hook on it, but that's great when I'm using that. I might not have this out, so it's still got a hook on it, and I'm absolutely made up with it. Again, it says 25-year guarantee. Found a little fault with it already. In fact, the main fault is they're heat treated blades, aren't they, on all these, and you can't resharpen them, so I don't know how that's going to stay sharp. And so the 25 years is just ridiculous. But the cover that they give you with it, which you'll want to keep on the guard, it's got like two little plastic, you pull that, and then that just comes off so easy. It's so loose, and you push it on and you do that, and they click and they're on. That's on now, solid. That is only going to take about 5 uses of bending and it'll just snap. It's just blown plastic. It really is disappointing, because I do want to keep a cover on it, so I'll have to get another cover. I'll have to make a cover, or see if they make a cover separately. But that's annoying. Straight away, day one, and you think, I haven't even took out the packaging yet, and there's faults with it. And also, this is like a safety catch to help keep it on there. It's just a bit of plastic. I mean, don't forget, you're professional. You're up trees, you're pulling, you're yanking. That is what it's for, to pull. That's why the hook's there. So it only needs a knock, and I can imagine this coming flying off. But we'll see. I can't start slating it down before I've even used it. But I will be honest with you. If something feels a little bit not right on day one, it's not really good, is it? Now, I don't know how you get this on, I'll be honest with you guys. It's all new to me. There we go. And then we tighten this up. Tighten that up. Okay, and then that's clicked down. So that's on, very, very solid. And we can open that up. And again, it's locked. It seems good. Quite happy with it up to now. And also, let's see if you can just pull it out, separate it. No, you can't. which is a good thing. You can't suddenly pull it out too far. So that's it. And that is, can you see that on the video? Let's try and get it. That is quite far. I'm happy with that. Don't know how good it would be at that far to control it, but that seems great. Nothing on the bottom. You don't need anything there, do you? So I'll just take that packaging off. That's so easy compared to my old one. That's you know, a bit stiff to use. Well, I'm a bit disappointed about that, I'll be honest with you. They will just, that's just going to end up getting thrown. You can't just put that in the van, it'll take your hand off. That hook is really, it looks like it's going to do a good job. So I'm very, very pleased up to now. And even at that length, it's so handy for if you're pulling anything down. Will be £20 out, love. Thanks. Yeah, very pleased with it. So what I'll do is, obviously this video is just showing you what I've got, and I will be out in the field using them and doing a little demo on them, but I'm looking forward to it. But they do look good. They do though, don't they though? Well, I did say I was just going to use them on this tree. Don't really want to because there's berries on the tree and I don't want to cut them off. Ready, you know, ready for the autumn. I know we're only in summer, but I don't want to cut them off for the birds. But I'll just use it, not necessarily to cut a big branch off, but just to see what they feel like. And I mean, I'm only going to cut a tiny little one with no berries on. We'll just see how they feel. Can't find one without any berries in, but I tell you what I can see. I've got some passion flower growing over this little arch that's beginning to fall down, but it grew up into this tree and I thought I'd clipped it from going up into the tree, but no, I can see some. It's tiny, it's not obviously giving them an effort to do, but we'll just cut it and see, just to get the action of how this feels, that's all. But I'll cut that out the tree because I don't want it in anyway. What we'll do is we'll use the hook, see if that works. See, there's a lot more in it than what you think. All in the tree. It's one of my favourite little flowers as well, passion flower. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you know it, you'll know. If you don't know it, Google it. Just Google passion flower. It's just stunning. So yeah, I didn't want it up the tree though. I think that's it. I think that's, you've seen like what I've got and what I can do and everything, but we'll wait now until I've got a proper job and I'll be out using them. It's going to be a bit weird not using my old one. I've had them for so many years, but again, if you've had them years, they need replacing. Really looking forward to it. Money well spent. Right tool, right job. Let's get on with it. See you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. And by the way, I've just gone over 4,000 subscribers, and if you think I'm taking that light-hearted, then you're mistaken. I absolutely am over the moon. Thanks very much. I'm glad you watch it. I'm glad you appreciate it. To subscribe, comment, brilliant all the time. And even negative ones, okay. Everyone's got their own opinion. Just carry on. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.